This is Math Minute 51. The last Math Minute we'll do before you guys go on winter break. Number 1 says, Joanne has 15 basketball cards. Jackie has 8. If Joanne gives Jackie 5 of her cards, how many will each girl have? So Joanne's got 15. And she is going to give 5 of them to Joanne. So she's going to lose 5. So 15 minus 5 would be 10. And then Jackie started with 8. And she is going to get 5 of Joanne's cards. So 8 plus 5 would be 13. So after they make this exchange, Joanne's going to have 10, and Jackie is going to have 13. Number 2, what is the total number of degrees in a triangle? So the key here is total. So I need to add up these 3 angles in here. So I need to do 60 plus 90 plus 30. So you could punch this in the calculator. If you do that, 60 plus 90 would be 150, and then 150 plus 30 would be 180. So there are 180 degrees in a triangle. Number 3 says, write using bar notation. So I notice here that the 8 keeps repeating. So I'm going to write 0.38. And then instead of writing that 8 over and over and over and over again, you just put a line over it. And that means that the 8 just keeps repeating. Number 4, if the square root of 9 equals 3, then what is the square root of 16? So the square root of 9 equaling 3 just means that 3 times 3 equals 9. So for the square root of 16, some number times some number equals 16. Now the key here with square root is that this number has to be the same that I put in here. So I couldn't put 2 times 8 in there because they're different numbers. I couldn't put 1 times 16 because those are different numbers. So the number I could put in here would be 4 and 4, because 4 times 4 is 16. So we would say the square root of 16 is 4. Becky is the same height as Brittany. Brittany is the same height as Mandy. Are Becky and Mandy the same height? Well, if Becky's height equals Brittany's height, and then Brittany's height equals Mandy's height, mathematically, Becky would also have to equal the same height as Mandy. So based on this relationship up here of the heights, we would say that Becky has to be the same height as Mandy. So we would say yes. So all of those girls are the same height. All right, number 6. If 3x plus 2 equals 11, could x equal 5? So what they're asking us to do is take the 5, put it in here for the x, and then solve it and see if it's true. And remember that when you have a number and a letter next to each other like this, that means multiplication. So this means 3. I'm just going to put a little dot for the multiplication. 3 times 5 plus 2. Does that equal 11? Well, 3 times 5 would be 15. Plus 2 equals 11. 15 plus 2 would be 17. So does 17 and 11 equal each other? No, they do not. So we would say that no, x could not equal 5 because the equation is not true if x equaled 5. For 7 and 8, we got to use the bar graph, or the line graph to the right, I should say. Number 7, which company, A, B, or C, made the poorest investment in 1 year? So if I look at this chart, the biggest drop was from here to here, and that was company A. So from 2005 to 2006, company A lost a lot of money. This is in millions, so they went from about 20 to 10. So they lost $10 million. So we would say that company A made the poorest investment in 1 year. And then 8 says, which company, A, B, or C, made the best investment in 1 year? So then I look here to here, and that was company B. From 2005 to 2006 went from 15 million to about 24 million. So it's about a $9 million gain. So that was the biggest increase in 1 year. So we're going to say B made the best investment in 1 year. How many sides does these shapes have? So a rectangle looks like this. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 sides there. A pentagon looks like this. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides on a pentagon. Now let's see if I can draw an octagon here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So octagon has 8 sides. All right, number 10, we are changing improper fractions, we're changing mixed numbers to improper fractions. So the rule with that is if you're changing, let's just write mixed number to improper fraction, you're going to take the whole number and multiply that by the denominator, then add the numerator. So for the first one, 5 1/3, we take the whole number, which is 5, We're going to multiply that by the denominator, which is 3. And then we're going to add the numerator, which is 1. Well, 5 times 3 is 15. 15 plus 1 is 16. So that's going to be my numerator. And then the thing with this conversion is the denominator stays the same. So that's going to stay at 3. So this is going to become 16 over 3 is how I would write 5 1/3 as a improper fraction. The next one, 6 2/3. So we take the whole number, multiply it by the denominator, which is 3, and then we add the numerator. So 6 times 3 would be 18. 18 plus 2 is 20. So that's my numerator. And then my denominator stays the same, which was 3. And the last one, 3 1/4. Take the whole number, 3, multiply it by the denominator, add the numerator. 3 times 4 is 12. 12 plus 1 is 13. Denominator stays the same, which is 4. So 3 1/4 as an improper fraction would be 13 over 4. All right, that's it for Math Minute 51. We will continue with these after winter break. So hope everybody has a nice break and a nice holiday.